If you're wondering why you should listen to the random shirtless jit on the internet with a camera, well, let me tell you my story. Not anyone else's story, my story. I'm currently experiencing something which I think I would like to call self-improvement dysmorphia. So I know you've heard of body dysmorphia where it's like, okay, I've built this kind of physique, but I don't really see the progress I've made from where I was to where I am now. So when I look at myself now, I still think I'm as small as I was at the time when I first started. Now, how does that relate to my story? Well, the one thing that I noticed when I first started training in the gym was that maybe 2 or 3 months into it, my confidence skyrocketed. I was incredibly confident, really cocky, really egotistical, and I became a prick, become a really terrible person. No one would want to spend time around me. That's how bad it was, and people would say straight to my face like, "Vance, you've changed, and it's not for the better." And I wasn't really sure what it was, and then eventually over time, as the years went by, especially to the point where I am now, become much more humble, much more. Well, I have gained more body dysmorphia over the time, so obviously I've become more humble because I don't think I've progressed that far. And I'm kind of experiencing that with self-improvement, where when I first started, maybe 2 years ago, I was thinking to myself like, oh, I've made a bit of progress, or like, oh, I look so much better than I was before, or oh, I'm so much mentally better than I was before. And I would talk about it to my friends being like, oh, I've done this thing. I would be so excited and I would be so confident in myself, and now it's come to this period now where maybe I should know more, and maybe I have progressed more, maybe I have progressed more mentally and physically and whatsoever. But I don't believe I have. I know some other people may look at me and be like, oh, you've done this, you've done that. But I can't even look at myself and think that, oh, I've progressed this far. I can't even think that my head is in a better place mentally, or I'm in a better place physically. Even though I've done meditation every single day straight for months. It's like you wouldn't even think. It's like I never used to meditate, and now maybe for the past year I've basically meditated every single day. I've gone to the gym every single day, 6-7 times a week for the past 2.5, 3 years. And I still don't think I've gone anywhere. I've gotten incredibly better at socializing with people. I've had a better relationship with my parents. Better relationship with my friends. I still don't think I've gotten anywhere. And I can't wrap my head around the idea that maybe I have progress. Maybe I have made a little bit of a difference. So I would like to give you advice and be like, okay, this is what you should do to get over your self-improvement dysmorphia belief. But I'm struggling with it myself. And there's certain things I can say to myself like, oh, I used to cut myself. Or, oh, I used to want to kill myself. But now I don't. And yeah, I could think that's progress. But there's just something inside of me that just doesn't believe that. There's the guy in the other room in my head who's just coughing, being like, bro, you've done fuck all. And maybe that's the authentic version of me who's just like, I haven't done enough. I haven't done enough of the things I wish I would have done. I haven't done the things that I wish I would have done this way or that way. And I regret a lot of fucking things. And I wish things could have gone this way. I wish things could have gone that way. For anyone new, my name is Vance, and I try help young men, or even women maybe, to help through their struggles through life. I haven't experienced life fully myself, but to the extent that I have, hopefully it can be of some value to you. So click on subscribe and the post notifications. You can see more of my videos, and we can, be cute, have a cute relationship. It's you know how it is. You know the real. It's weird where you've pushed forward a point in your life mentally to get in a better mental state, and then you hit a roadblock where that mental state gets reversed because you've improved your mental state. If you see what I'm saying. So I've improved my mental state, but because I've improved my mental state, I hit a dysmorphia of improving that mental state. So I don't even think I've improved my mental state. So it's the same thing with the physical condition, or but it's more with mixed with your mental body dysmorphia as well. Where it's like you improve your physique to a certain point, you get an increase in confidence, but then you reach that point of diminishing returns where you're just like, and you flatten out, and then you're like, I haven't even improved from this point, but you have. So your vision's been fogged, and that's kind of what I'm getting with this self-improvement thing. I don't know how many other people are experiencing that, because I go across all these videos of Hamza, all these other smaller YouTube channels that exist out there, and I see it come up on my feed, and I'm listening to them, and I'm reading, and no one seems to think that, oh, you hit a point where it's like, I don't even think I've progressed. Everyone seems to be going on this linear path and constantly seeing improvements, and I just don't. And maybe I'm not doing the right things. Maybe I'm just fucking up. Maybe I'm not on the right path. I don't know. And I guess I enjoy that. I enjoy the fact that I don't know. I enjoy that mystery. But I would like to know. Because as a man, and maybe women out there, we like closure. As humans, we like closure. But then if I knew if I was going to succeed, I wouldn't be as excited about it. So it's a contradictory idea. But I guess it's a self-limiting belief, because there's so many times I think to myself, like, what makes me unique? What makes me authentic? What makes me different? Am I even improving? Am I even getting better? Am I even doing better? Am I even giving people good advice? Am I even being real to the people I'm talking to right now? Am I even being real to you? I don't know. And I wish I did. I really wish I did. My plan forward to somewhat solve this, or somewhat bring myself back to Zen, is I'm going to meditate on it. I'm going to journal on it. I'm really going to think about it. The only problem I've had with journaling is that I can't get myself in a state where I'm just constantly writing about what I think. My brain just weirdly doesn't work like that, and I know that might be a limiting belief, and like, oh, your brain does work like that, you just don't want to allow it. I guess, maybe. The only thing I can do is give it a try. So, I need to do a little bit journaling, a little bit meditation, really, and I need to stare at a wall and give myself this thought to realize maybe I have improved. There's a level of insecurity where it's like, I'm talking to you about this, I'm giving you advice, and I'm giving you these truths that I tell myself are true to you. But if I don't even believe in myself that I have improved from the certain point where I was, how can you take my advice? But I thought it was only fair to come across and say this authentically to you, so you understood the place where I was. And if you were feeling a certain way, then maybe it's a bit comforting, a bit relieving to know that someone who's been on it for maybe longer than you has been feeling a way about this way further down. And it's not something that's just I'm feeling. So self-improvement dysmorphia. I'm aware I have a lot more to learn and a lot more to experience. But I feel like it's got to be helpful to someone if I keep speaking about what I'm learning or what I'm thinking onto this channel. Thank you for listening to me, man. Genuinely, go get that shit. Hopefully if you're feeling the certain way, this gave you like a sense of relief, and you've enjoyed listening to me yap for the past, I don't know how many minutes it's been, but hopefully you've enjoyed that. So click on this video, click on the subscribe here, it's a bit easier, and yeah, go get that shit, man. Love you.